What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Impact Defense Podcast. This is episode 120, and we are joined today by Tim from Cornered Hill Firearms.
We love Tim.
I really feel like I should have done it like this. We are joined today by Tim from Cornered Hill Firearms. That went on
That
a little.
that is definitely a more worthy introduction.
Yeah, much better. All right, guys. So one of our absolute favorite guests is back with us again, Tim from Cornered Hill Firearms. But before we bring him on,
He is going to fuss at you for saying one of.
well, he can fuss. He fusses at me for all kinds of crap. We've been friends for a long time now. I'd had a lot of different classes where I'd done firearm stuff, but before I found Tim. But when I found Tim, it's like I found my coach, my firearms coach, and it was different than just like going to somebody and learning some stuff from somebody and going to somebody else and learning, and
Instead of say yes to the dress, say yes to the stress. Sorry.
It's probably a shock to you, but I've never seen Say Yes to the Dress.
Oh, no, I actually have never seen a real episode, but whenever you are planning a wedding, your phone knows and suggests videos of Say Yes to the Dress on Facebook.
Okay, so it's a show. I didn't know if it was a show or a movie or what it was.
Yeah, it's a show, and I found that out by Facebook.
Gotcha.
Sending me clips.
Did you learn nothing from the episode that Thomas was on? Facebook knows everything.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right.
It now suggests beard growth oil to me because my husband always talks.
Okay. I was like, Jada.
And that was an interesting realization for me. It also suggests like apocalypse themed men's jackets because, if that tells you anything about my husband, it knows more about. It does know more about what my husband wants than what I want, and I take that as a personal accomplishment.
Hey, that's actually I guess that's pretty good.
Like it does not know what to show me. I mean, that annoys me sometimes because of some of the ads I get, but I would rather it not know. Yeah, no,
I would actually go like, that's nowhere near me, and I'm thankful for it. Anyway, the flavor of coffee for the day is pitch black espresso.
Anything that says espresso is automatically like bumped up a level.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
It depends. I like it.
If you saw a store, almost any store, and at the end it said "and espresso."
Okay,
wouldn't you be more likely to go in?
You're right. Anyway,
books and espresso.
I guess I should.
Guns and espresso. Guns, ammo, and espresso.
Any of those. I'd like. I had somebody the other day go like, "Oh, you read?" I was like, "All the time." No joke. We were sitting there talking about stuff, and they were talking about like keeping track of. It was actually their wife, and it was like, yeah, my wife, keeps track of her books that she reads in a year and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I've really thought about that. There's an app over here for that, blah 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 blah. But I've never really done anything with it and all this. And so they look at me and go, oh, you read? I was like, constantly, yeah. You got to stay up on things, Yeah,
I do the keeping track of the books I read in a year.
Yeah, I'm not that good at that. Anyway, blackout coffee.
This coffee is delicious.
It is. Absolutely. I love it. And I guess I should have said
cup today.
I guess actually I should have said the blackout coffee flavor of the day when I said that.
If you are interested in trying our blackout coffee flavor of the day, go ahead and go to impactgear.live/coffee.
Very good, Jada. I was wondering, as you started to say, I thought, wow, Jada's never said this before. Is she going to get it right? And she did. Very good.
You didn't hear the scrambling inside of my head.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not like you haven't heard me say it like 50,000 times.
That is very true. I just had to listen to your voice saying it in my head, and I just said whatever inside head you said.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So like I always say as well, look for their discount code. If they have a discount code on the website, or they have some type of sale going on the website.
They do very good deals.
Yes, they really do. But if they don't, you can at least always get 10% off with us by using Impact Defense as your discount code. And I think actually it might even be more if you do the subscription. Oh crap, I can't remember now. That subscription is really neat as well.
Subscription. Or no.
Subscription.
Yeah,
subscription.
Wow, that's what I messed up.
You subscribe and they just send you coffee.
However, I'm sure that there probably is a
want.
link in our description for this coffee.
There is a link. There's always a link for Blackout Coffee. Yeah, in our description.
It is not a missing link. It is right there.
Nope. All right, guys. So anyway, I guess we need to get on and go ahead and bring Tim on.
Yep. Now for what you're actually here for.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, and welcome back to the Impact Defense Podcast. Again, we are joined by Tim from Cornered Hill Firearms. Sir, if you don't mind, just in case people have not caught the 5 other episodes that you have been on with us, do you mind giving a very brief explanation of who you are?
Sure. So I'm Tim. I run Cornered Hill Firearms Training. We are in the lovely foothills of Western North Carolina. So we teach out of Hudson, and then we shoot up on the mountain. I am an NRA training counselor, retired 23-year military range master. I teach pistol, rifle, shotgun, personal protection in the home, personal protection outside the home, North Carolina CCW, NRA CCW, reloading, pistol, or metallic and shot shell. Range safety officer, chief range safety officer we teach, and we also teach USCCA. So we do the concealed carry and home firearm defense classes for them. So we have a lot. We also do some private classes that you will not get into unless I have already vetted you. But we do a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of fun. If you want to get yelled at, come on out, and we'll take your money and yell at you a little bit, give you the full experience.
It's pretty awesome. I've been through the full experience. I don't know how many times. Basically, if Tim has taught it, I have been there. So
yeah.
I don't think that he offers a certification, especially with the NRA and all, that I have not been through the class and gotten the certification. So yeah.
Once I hopefully get my USCCA training counselor. I'm shooting for trying to do that. Once I get that, I'll get a couple more certs, and we'll get you into those too. Yeah.
And then our 2 lovely ladies here might could get USCCA certifications as well.
Yes, we would love to do that, as well as other certifications that we're offering today.
It's definitely now geared more towards like him pointing those comments at me because he knows Kylie won't do it unless I will.
Yeah, he's figured out how it works. So yeah, I love the fact that you like having them in the classes and teaching them. And I like the fact that, well, we've grown to be friends. I admit I've given you a lot of money. I bought my friends, but we're good friends at this point in time. I think the world of you, and I appreciate what you've kind of helped us do. So
well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're a big firearms guy. We have talked about this a lot. Basically, every time you have been on the podcast, we have talked about firearms.
We don't really need to go into fat jokes, but if that's where you want to go. I'm good with that. I'm from Jersey. I'll bring some out.
But okay, you're a firearms guy. I'll leave big out of it. Okay. So every time you're on the podcast, we're talking about firearms, something along the lines of firearms. We wanted to kind of take that away from the conversation today and say, if you, as being the person who we always talk about firearms and a firearms expert, if you are going into a place and you cannot carry a firearm, what is your self-defense tool of choice?
I will definitely have 2 things with me. Now, when you say firearms, are you talking about like traditional firearms like what we carry? Or are you talking about pepper spray, pepper ball guns as well?
Oh, no. Like a traditional pistol.
Yeah,
so the cartridge.
Yeah.
So a great avenue to go down is the pepper ball or pepper gel, pepper spray guns. If you've never seen them, YouTube them. Pepper ball guns, pepper spray guns. man, they are outstanding, and they are incapacitating. And then pepper spray, definitely pepper spray. If you've never been pepper sprayed, it's an experience you'll not quickly forget.
So Tim, you need to go visit our YouTube channel. We reviewed a pepper ball launcher.
Did you really?
That was also a flashlight. At this point in time, it's been quite some time ago, but I will try when we get off here to remember to send you a link to that.
His original plan was to allow us to shoot him with the practice version that has like baby powder inside.
Yeah, it's still going to hurt.
But we quickly decided against that, and you'll find out like that if you watch the video.
Okay, so you need to like put a link to that on this one so people can go see it.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to put a link.
I will check it out. But so you know how effective those things are, correct?
Oh yes, yeah, very much so.
I mean, when I'm really bored, sometimes if Sandra's out of town or something, and I'm bored, and I'll just sit there and watch videos of idiots pepper spraying themselves or pepper balling or pepper gelling. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, having been pepper sprayed in the military, if you carry it, you have to experience it.
Right.
So having been pepper sprayed, I will tell you, it is incapacitating.
I can believe it.
I always have pepper spray with me. Saber Red, making grown men cry since I think some 1972 or 76. Something like that. So yeah, I like Saber Red and I like Fox Labs. Now, there are many other brands out there, and all of them will do equally as well job. But Fox Labs and Saber Red are the two big ones that I.
Yep, we have been big fans of Saber. And actually, I have only ever gotten it like secondhand. We had a canister come in, and it was leaking. And I saw the residue on the can. I was like, man, I put it back in the package. I was going to go wash my hands, and then I got distracted because, ADD and crap. And then we sat down to play cards with me and Julie and Kylie. We sat down and play cards, and you
shuffle?
You haven't heard the story? No, I did not shuffle.
Okay. I was about to say, I was like, oh my gosh.
So I'm sitting here and going, and all of a sudden it's like kind of hot. This was back in the summertime, and I had like wiped sweat at my eye, and I'm sitting here looking at the cards, and I'm like going like, it's kind of hot. And I did it again. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, my eye started to burn. Yeah. I mean, both of my eyes, because I did that over both of my eyes. Yeah. And that was I did
not know what was going on.
Yeah. College said, Dad.
Are you like stroking out on us or? Yeah, no. Oh God, that stuff is nasty. And I've got it, full on. Right?
Oh yeah. No, I've never.
And it will take your breath away, and it's incapacitating. I mean, you shoot somebody with that stuff in the face, they're done. Believe me, you have time to get away. You have more than enough time to get away.
Yeah, yeah.
But the balls and the guns and the pepper gel guns, where it's going to just, it's like a big thing of gel right in your face. I mean, it's awesome. Look them up on YouTube. They're really cool. And there's no permit required, at least in our state, there's no permit required in North Carolina. And you can carry that stuff. And it's not a firearm, so you're okay to carry that in a place where it says no weapons. That would be my go-to of choice. And they're affordable. I think you can get like a real cheap one for like $250, but they go up to like $750, $800, $900.
Oh yeah, some of them are very expensive. Yeah,
yeah, but they're very affordable if you want to get into that. And then of course just the spray itself in the in a can, shoot, you get in your pocket all day long, and trust me, that's enough. Trust me.
Yeah,
take my word for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go buy one, go spray yourself, and just make sure you record it so I can laugh at you one day on YouTube.
Yeah, that was a request. I don't think I told you, but it was requested that you and I pepper spray each other, and I was like, no, thank you.
Not happening.
Oh, it's nasty.
Like, I'm not in law enforcement or the military, so it's not required in any way that I do that. So it's not going to happen.
Another thing, always have a monkey fist with you.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what a monkey fist is, it's wrapped paracord, right? But there's a little steel ball in here. So let's see. Can you hear that?
Yes.
I'll probably have to replace my microphone now. But you can hear that just smacking on my hand, and that hurts. It's painful. Now, if you haul off and whack somebody in the head with this, you're gonna crack their skull. I mean, this will crack their skull. So, but unfortunately, you're in a tight hand-to-hand combat situation at that point. But if you don't have any other thing, you can just wrap this around your finger, and you got good control of it. And trust me, you will crack somebody's skull with this thing.
We might have to do a video on one of those. We've never messed with those. I've never messed with those. I've seen them for a long time.
Yeah, no, I've messed with them before, but not for a video here. My dad has one.
Okay.
Oh, you can order these for like, I don't know, $10 a piece or something like that. This will crack your skull. It'll crack the skull. So that's always it's always a positive.
Yeah. If it'll crack a skull, that's a plus.
It's incapacitating.
Yeah.
Kubatons, you know what I'm talking about with I'm sure.
Yeah.
Kubatons are outstanding. Very easy to conceal. Right? You can attach one to your keychain if you wanted to with your car keys.
Yeah.
If you have car keys, my car doesn't have a key anymore, but I'm just waiting to buy my drone. By the way, Pepsi. Love you, Pepsi. Contact me about a sponsorship. Refreshing.
We feel the same about Blackout coffee. Those
are some cool mugs there. Tell me about those mugs.
Yeah, you can.
Double-sided.
Would that be Blackout coffee?
Yes, sir.
It is.
And how would I buy some of that? www.blackoutcoffee.com?
That is correct, sir. And make sure you use that coupon code. Impact Defense gets you 10% off.
I will certainly use that. And can I buy K-Cups with that?
You can.
I will be purchasing today.
I will have to say, Tim is the best guest we have when it comes to promoting our stuff, or promoting our affiliates. Our sponsors and stuff. So thank you, Tim.
Do you still use the other one?
What's that?
The shirts and things like that?
Oh, yeah. Faith and Freedom. Definitely.
Faith and Freedom. Yeah. Faith and Freedom. Awesome place. Get your Faith and Freedom t-shirts, right?
Yep. That's Faith and Freedom.
You hear what a good job I do, Pepsi? All right.
That could be you, Pepsi. That could be you.
Yeah.
Don't make me switch to Coke.
He doesn't want to, but he's willing to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm
always taking down a rabbit hole. Go ahead.
You're good.
Okay. We have a lot of guests that take us down a rabbit hole.
We take ourselves down rabbit holes.
Yes, we do. I think the longest rabbit holes we go down are probably with Steven.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of really hilarious cop stories. So
he's one of my students that made it. He's a second degree black belt under me, and then he's also he moved away up toward the mountains, and he's now a police officer up that way, and he'll come down and do some podcasts. And
is he in my area or a different area?
North of you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so for you, that's going to be the monkey fist, pepper spray, pepper ball launchers.
Yep. The sprays and the the guns are really nice to have, and that is a great less than lethal option for people out there who don't want to even have a gun in their home.
Yeah.
So you got to look at that as well. There's a lot of people who have a moral objection to taking a life, right?
Right.
And I get that. Okay, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it if you can. Nothing wrong with it if you can't. Obviously, preferably, you don't want to take a life. And so if less than lethal is the way you want to go, definitely look into pepper ball guns or pepper spray guns. They are outstanding for home defense. Outstanding. And personal defense. You can carry that down on the street as well. Tasers. Tasers are great.
Yeah.
They are great. And in North Carolina, we're okay with a taser. Some states are not. So you got to be careful with that, right?
Right.
So you got like taser.
But you can't buy a can of... You can't buy a can of pepper spray that's too big in North Carolina, though.
Is there a limit on the size?
There is. And I thought that was ridiculous. So Sabre, they sell a home defense sized pepper spray. That stuff is phenomenal. I mean, it's huge, and it will just like there's a place where you just mount it on the wall.
Kind of like a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, like a fire extinguisher. You just go by, grab it, and just spray it.
The person extinguisher.
It's freaking awesome.
So Saber Red, maybe you should brand it this way. Instead of like fire extinguisher, call it the scumbag extinguisher.
Yeah. I tried to order one and paid for it and everything, and all of a sudden they sent me an email back and said you can't order this because you're in North Carolina, and we can't ship these because it's too big to ship to North Carolina. North Carolina will not accept that. It's illegal.
That's crazy.
It is very crazy. Really nuts. Yeah.
I mean, you can
travel across state lines and get you your
You can open carry a firearm at 18 years old in this state, but you can't buy a big pepper spray can.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
It does not.
Yeah. There's several of those law things that doesn't make sense in that area. But anyway.
Somebody in the legislature needs to hear about this. All right,
I would agree.
I guess they're afraid of mass pepper sprayings.
Never mind. Kylie, what's your first choice for a non-lethal? Oh, you're only like 15 anyway, so you can't be carrying a gun around. Okay. So what's your choice when it comes to like a something to carry around for self-defense?
So I carry it around on my keychain. I don't know what it's called. Do you remember what it's
called? The Munio?
Yes, the Munio. I like that thing so much. Hang on, let me get my keys.
Is that like a Kubaton?
It is like a Kubaton.
Except it's legal to carry on planes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is made of some type of high grade plastic.
Oh, military grade plastic.
And they have videos out there, and well, we had a video of that as well, where Kylie and Jada are talking about the Munios, and there's clips in there where they're punching through paint cans.
I've not seen that before.
That thing is neat, and it's only about $10 or $11, and you just hit with that end right there.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, I can feel that already. It's gonna hurt.
They got videos of it, and it's on our video of it, like penetrating paint cans when they hit with that, and then you can just like whip your keys around and smack them with your keys as well, and just there's a lot. I was really questioning how good it was at first, and then when we got one in to review, I was like, no, this thing is pretty cool.
A hole in the pad with this.
Yeah.
That is cool. Look at that. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check out the review.
I believe I will. And where can I find that review at?
That would be on YouTube on the Impact Defense channel.
Okay, I'll be sure to go there.
We'll try to send you that link as well.
That's spelled.
When this is over.
It's spelled MUNIO. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Well.
Tactical pens, those are awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tactical flashlights, because typically on the end you're going to have that serrated, and you pop them right in the head.
So yeah, that's serrated in. This is the Streamlight ProTac. Big fan of that one as well. I carry this every single day of my life. I basically carry a firearm every day of my life too. But like this thing is.
There are those places you can't take it into.
Yeah, so this is with me when the other's not.
There is also a Streamlight light that I have.
Yeah, she's got a Streamlight. It's smaller. It's the mini. I think it's called the mini Stream.
Like teams and everything. They come in like different colors and everything. If you want to check the review out, go to YouTube at Impact Defense. Look at that.
So. But yeah, I carry that all the time, and I also carry some type of karambit.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm a huge fan of karambits. I like the straight blade karambits.
So let me ask you this as well. Since we're talking about this, and this is a little bit off topic, but I think it's important. What do you carry any medical gear with you? Yeah,
we actually. Speaking of that, we had a 2-parter. I think that was episodes 104 and 105. I think it was. So I think 104 and 105, where we actually had somebody. It was actually Steven. He was talking about medical training and medical gear, and we got like a 2-part episode talking about that. So I have like a pack that I have in every single one of my vehicles. And I know after I came up there and did that training at your place,
I was going to say, yeah,
with Chad, that was one of the first things that I did was I went back and I ordered a pack for every single vehicle. So I've got like a med kit in every vehicle that I have.
I keep a small amount of stuff like some clot and tourniquet and stuff like that. It's always in my shooting bag.
Yeah.
But in my car, under the because I have a Jeep, so like under the floor well, it's actually a full blown med kit. I mean, I have everything. So
I got a kit in my gun bag, and then I got a kit in vehicles.
I've always got a couple tourniquets with me, and I've got my full blown that my one of my buddies actually put together for me. I'm not going to say his name because he does a lot of overseas training and stuff like that. But he put that together for me. And then I got just a basic kit also that I keep in the car that's not under the floorboard. It's just there. But so I've always got at least one tourniquet with me because, look, you never know if you're riding down the street and there's a car accident and the EMS isn't getting there and somebody's bleeding out. You can stop and save somebody's life. Oh, you should always have at least one tourniquet with you in your vehicle.
Yep, I agree 100%. I think if I'm not mistaken, you're 3 to 5 times more likely to have to use medical skills than you are self-defense skills. So if you're concerned about and you train for self-defense, you need to train for preservation of life and medical as well.
Yep. And, like you said, you came up and took the first aid, AED, CPR, and stopped the bleed with us.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool day. That was a lot of fun. We had good guys in there that day too. So we do just about everything.
Yeah.
But, I know we got a little bit off topic with that, but I thought since we're trying
it's super important.
Non-lethal lines.
Jada, what's your go-to non-lethal?
It depends on where I'm going. A lot of times I just carry a pocket knife, well, not necessarily a self-defense knife. I usually carry a self-defense knife. But there are some times where I just kind of carry a tactical pin.
I love tactical pins. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. And, useful. Usually if I'm going to the bank, I'll just carry a tactical pin because I'm going to have it out and using it anyway. Right. So there's that. Yeah, but either a tactical pin or a pocket knife. I just haven't purchased a tactical flashlight yet. I plan to.
Yeah.
But there are several things on my list of things to get. And
so the nice thing about the tactical pin, right? You can knock them in the head with it and then just flip it and right through their eye, right? So
yes.
Nice stuff, right?
Yeah, you got a blunt end on one side and a human hole punch on the other.
Yeah. So nice.
Although I think technically that's supposed to be a glass break, but
yeah.
No, whatever. Anything to save your life, right?
Yeah. So how often do you go without a firearm on you?
If you see me on the street, assume somewhere on my body there is a firearm. And if I'm going into a place that does not allow firearms, I will turn around and walk away and go somewhere that does allow it and pay more money.
Yeah.
And if it's absolutely impossible for me to do it, then it's just impossible. So I will, at that point, just carry something else.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
if you see me, assume you're looking at somebody packing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was actually a guest on someone else's podcast a while back, and one of the things that we were talking about is the fact that I carry daily, basically every single day of my life. I have a gun on me, and if I have to go in somewhere where there is not, firearms not allowed, then I leave it in my vehicle and go in there. But I basically carry every day. But we do so with the intentions of never actually having to pull it out, but it's always there just in case the worst case scenario happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's like life insurance. Tell me when you're going to die, and I'll tell you what policy you should get. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're carrying a gun. Tell me when something's going to happen, and I'll tell you what day to carry it. Well, we just don't know, so we got to carry it. Same thing with the insurance. Carry the insurance, got to carry the gun. And I hope, God forbid, I never have to use it. I hope I never have to draw my weapon and point it at another human being for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But it's there if I have to, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah, so it was fun to kind of have you on and talk to you about something. And I know we still diverted to firearms a little bit because it's just what we do, but to talk about something that was not really firearms related. And, you know, obviously we've already talked about a couple other subjects that we want to have you back on that I'm excited about as well. So I think we're going to have fun and even further off the firearm subject. So,
yeah, I am really looking forward to the Hollywood one. That is.
Yes.
That's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll have to come up with a couple of movies each, maybe, and then, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I do carry, I do always have in my vehicle with me at least 2 types of less than lethal. It's always in my vehicle with me, just in case I do need to go to a place where firearms are not allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just, I just think that's a great idea. You know, like I said, I've always have a gun on me and also non-lethal as well. The tactical flashlight's in my pocket constantly. So that's at least. So, all right, Tim, well, thank you again for coming on. Again, pitch your Cornered Hill.
www.corneredhilft.com. Check us out. Also go to the NRA training website if you want to become an instructor, or let me preface this. I am not going to pass you because you pay. So if you want to take the instructor classes, you better be acting as an instructor and come ready to be an instructor. Is that clear? Clear. Okay. Good enough. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank you. And we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Talk to you soon.
Bye. You know, there were some things that Tim said that I fully expected Tim to say, like the pepper spray. Pepper spray, yes.
He is just sadistic enough to love pepper spray.
I mean, you know, I think a lot of people like pepper spray.
I like pepper spray.
Yeah, that's great. But the one thing that really did shock me was the monkey fist.
He was very excited about the monkey fist.
He really, really enjoyed the monkey fist, and I did not expect that one. I don't know why I didn't expect that one necessarily, but it's just not one that came to mind. If I thought Tim and a weapon besides a gun, it would not have been a monkey fist.
Yeah. I'm just picturing him like if he lived in medieval times, carrying around
one of the big spiked maces.
Yes, that's interesting, though, because he liked pepper spray and monkey fists. And together they are both, like, basically a mace.
How is pepper spray anywhere near like a mace? Just the name?
Yes.
And that's just a brand of pepper spray?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Okay.
I'm still entertained by the connection.
Okay.
I will never forget Tim's, like, 2 favorite things.
Okay.
Outside of firearms, though, because of mace. Anyway, that's all. All right. I'm sorry. My brain doesn't have to make sense to you people. Sometimes it makes sense to me, but I don't expect anybody else to find me entertaining.
Well, hey, I mean, some people must at least find you entertaining because people keep coming back because according to our podcast grew by 229% or something like that over 2022. So back last year, it grew 229%, which is not like, I know that's not like explosive growth. You know, people talk about, I hear people go like, oh yeah, my podcast grew like 1,500%. Nothing we do, social media or anything, seems to grow fast except one. And that was TikTok. TikTok blew up. But outside of that,
everything that we have done, algorithm just right, and basically anybody can blow up.
Everything that we have done has been a slow progression and just a slow grind and a slow growth. Everything that we did, you know, getting the, 10,000, likes and follows on Facebook, getting on YouTube, just that it's been a slow progression growth. But the thing is, it's continued to grow. Nothing has just been really big and then just boom, fell off for us or anything like that. So podcast included, it's all just a nice, slow, steady growth. I'll take slow and steady. I think the tortoise taught us slow and steady wins the race, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, speaking of all that, check us out. We are the second sponsor of this podcast, ImpactDefense.online. You can find everything that we do over there, our growing list of articles that are coming out. I'm very excited about those as they are continuing to grow. And check those out. Our podcast is there. Our article, I just said our articles. You can actually find all of our YouTube videos there. Now, I don't know if it helps us more to go watch them on YouTube or if it helps us more to watch them on our website. It probably helps us more to watch them on YouTube. Links to all of our social medias over there. But just go, and don't forget our shop. Go on there. You can get the T-shirts. You can get anything that we have available in the store.
And some courses.
And we have free courses. Okay? So we've got our basic self-defense course out there. Before we get like loads of comments, I know, listen, that thing was recorded like almost 3 years ago at this point in time. It's not.
Excuse the quality.
It's not like the absolute best. We were not super entertaining. We were just getting used to being on camera at that point in time. It felt weird. Okay, so understand that. And, at some point in time, we might re-record that. But, hey, it's free, guys. Okay? So, guys, thank you very much for listening to the podcast. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.